Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. And there's at least two ways to do this interactive fill tool where you have it coming from both directions. But if you see I've done it, I don't know if you can see that in your monitor, but there's a line right there because I made separate pieces to do that. So I'm going to show you another way. We're actually going to do it both ways. I hit the plus key on the keyboard and I'm going to do this right here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to, well, there's a lot of ways you could do this, but we're going to take a 2-point line, and maybe even better, it would be better to use the 3-point curve line and get a little bit of a curve to it. But I'm just going to go and make a little bit of a curved line there. And then I'm going to take that same line and I'm going to mirror it. Well, mirroring it didn't really help much, and I'm going to put that line on this side because that's going to give us a different kind of a feathery feel. So now I'm going to take my virtual segment delete key. I'm going to delete this line. So that's going to look like it's going through. So now we're going to take the Smart Fill tool and fill it in with this pink. But I'm going to go ahead and fill in all the parts. And then I'm going to go to make the other one a different color. And I'm going to make it so that way I didn't do it right. I need to fill this in with a pink. That way it's an interlocking object. It looks like the pink ring. So, but these are two separate items. We can actually take away the lines now. You could select the whole thing and right click your mouse to get rid of the line. So now we have two different objects here. We can go to the interactive fill tool and go from here to here and then make that a dark. Of course, that's way too dark, so you can grab the interactive fill tool again and move this further down. But see where my curve line might have helped and might not have. But then you have to duplicate that to the other side. You cannot, well, you can maybe, but the color eyedropper tool would be the best deal, but it's putting it the wrong direction. So you actually have to select that item, go up to your interactive fill tool, and go there and then put a black and try to make it match best you can. If the further you go, the better it'll be. If you stay away from that line, see what happens, and go in a little bit. So that's all in well and maybe would work. I don't know about printing it. You really can't see the line, but I don't know how printers like that work. The other option that might be better is to take the interactive fill tool and then go ahead and get your lines and smart fill them. We're going to smart fill this one in with that pink, and then we're going to grab the gray and see, so this is all one piece, and then we can grab the green and put that. Now, if you grab the pink and you get your interactive fill tool, there's a way to kind of do it on both sides at one time. It's a little more maybe difficult. Let me zoom in here a little bit. And see, you can change how it looks. But see, it's kind of one-sided a little bit, but you can change this handle and move it from one side to the other, try to get it even, maybe bring your black in. But it's always going to be kind of more to the, well, it's really, and then you could actually bring this bar in. But see it, you're moving it with the, and it's a line across there instead of, that looks really pretty good. This is probably preferable, but you can do it the other way if you were doing a lot of rings. You just can't, let me back up here. You really can't probably do it any other way. I guess the third option, let's back up to before we had it filled in and put a line here. Just grab a line, doesn't have to be any kind of particular line, make a line. Then when we take that and fill it in with the pink, I need to set my Smart Fill tool back up and then grab the pink and see the line has stopped it. So now we should be able to take, it's pretty far away, and maybe maybe it will not be able to see that line. As much, and then go back to a black. And then you can adjust this, whatever you want to do. And then grab the other side. It's always better to take the pick tool and grab that side, grab the interactive fill tool, and then bring that and bring in a black. Then kind of step back and look at it. If it looks too dark, see, I actually have it coming down here now because of that. We can bring the black further down, and watch this in just a second. We're going to get rid of this right here, see, by moving our handle. And you want to make it where it just doesn't quite start. And then you could bring your pink in to make it not quite as, that might be the best way to do it. Because I'm afraid if we now be able to see that line, I don't think you could see it, especially if you draw that line with a hairline. The only other thing that could possibly happen, and I think it's going to mess it all up if we go to object and combine it. Yep, see, it changes the scenario there, so just move it back. And then, you know, still the good way to, what's so good about this, you can always change your color. Well, that took away because we're putting that on top of that. Anyway, so you'd want to start out with whatever colors you have. But that does make it look like it's going underneath that and got a little shadow. Anyway, I hope that helped. Thank you for watching.